Skyline Equities is a comprehensive residential and mixed-use real estate acquisition and development company specializing in the marketing and sales of new condominium and rental building construction and in the condo conversion of premier properties. Our mission is to deliver prestigious addresses offering luxurious, sophisticated, technologically advanced quality lifestyle at an unprecedented value. And with the following corporate traits, delivering the quality lifestyle our clients have come to expect is no surprise. Leadership, planning, innovation, communication, integrity, and honesty. Evangeline Golidis is the chairman and chief executive officer of Skyline Equities. At a very young age, Evangeline and her two brothers formed a real estate company called American Investco. Within a few years, they developed some of the most prestigious residential buildings throughout the country, from Denver to Miami and from New York to Houston. In all, over $5 billion in luxury condominium sales and more than 30,000 condominiums developed in 40 geographic markets throughout the United States. In 2000, Evangeline formally made Miami her home, where she established Skyline Equities. She successfully developed and sold Skyline on Brickell, a 35-story residential condominium tower on the waterfront of Brickell Avenue, also known as Millionaire's Row. Following the Skyline on Brickell success, Evangeline orchestrated the development of a 35-story, 369-unit tower that will rise directly above the prestigious shops at Mary Brickell Village in downtown Miami. Evangeline has served as FIOPSI USA President, an international real estate federation with members in more than 60 countries. The South Florida Business Journal recognized her with the Ultimate CEO Award and the Influential Businesswomen Award. She is also the first and only woman to be inducted into the Chicago Association of Realtors Hall of Fame. Evangeline has spoken at the Institutional Investors Conference in London, the Finance Institute at Baruch College in New York for 12 consecutive years, as well as the Harvard Business School, among many other professional organizations. She has served as First Lady of New York State, a time during which she gave back to the community as chair or board member of countless educational, artistic, and philanthropic communities. Keeping the confidence that she has carried throughout her career, Evangeline named her firm Skyline for two reasons. One, because she intends to continue to impact the skylines of major cities across the country. And two, because to her and her company, the sky is the limit. Here's a brief sampling of her vast condominium development experience. New York, Illinois, Texas, Tennessee, Georgia, Colorado, Alabama, Maryland, Ohio, Missouri, Wisconsin, Louisiana, and many more. In all, over 120 in 40 geographic markets. The Skyline Board of Advisors offers wisdom and years of experience from a myriad of industries. Mr. Cardenas is a partner in the law firm 2 Cardenas. He was selected by his peers as one of the best lawyers in America and has been named as one of Washington, D.C.'s top lobbyists. Mr. Cardenas is also a senior partner at Cardenas Partners, a Washington, D.C.-based federal consulting and lobbying firm. Mr. Vernikos has been in the shipping and trading business since 1968, the 4th generation of his family to manage one of the oldest surviving Greek maritime firms. He is Vice President of Consortium Travel and member of the Board of Directors of Olympic Aviation. In 2003, Mr. Vernikos was elected President of the International Chamber of Commerce, Hellas. Since 1980, he is a member of the Board of Directors of the Hellenic Chamber of Shipping and since 1996 of the Piraeus Chamber of Commerce and Industry, where he is the President of the Transport and Shipping Committee. Patrick Ray has a long and distinguished career in public service, including appointment as Regional Administrator for the SBA's Midwest region by President George W. Bush. Before joining the SBA, Mr. Ray was the Executive Director for the Illinois Development Finance Authority, where he directed the Senior Debt Financing Agency's economic development, small business expansion, local government capital needs, seed-stage venture capital investments, and firm financing. Previously, he served as a vice president and corporate banker of Bank One Capital Markets. Mr. Ray also managed state accounts in Illinois and Indiana and served as lead banker for U.S. government relationships. Miss Evangeline Monroe is president of Future Homes Incorporated, a real estate investment, e-marketing, and consulting firm located in Miami, Florida, and president of DTM Productions Incorporated, a digital multimedia technology production company. Ms. Monroe has vast experience in accounting systems, as well as over 15 years' experience in computer information systems, and has developed and trademarked Condos of the Future, a smart building technology. Over the years, Evangeline Golidis has built a sophisticated team of real estate development professionals, all experts in their respective fields, offering the following integrated real estate services: marketing and communications, design and construction, legal and administration, property management, and brokerage services. The Skyline Equities executive team offers over 150 years of solid experience in real estate acquisitions and development of premier properties. Hugh Weedman has over 30 years of senior-level experience in real estate acquisitions and development. He is responsible for the efficient operation of all aspects of the organization and for designing, improving, and implementing systems and policies. Mr. Weedman was previously Director of Development with the Delawi Group, an overseas real estate investment group with a global portfolio of properties. In South Florida, Mr. Weedman oversaw the management of the downtown Miami Hyatt Regency Hotel, the initial restoration of the Freedom Tower, and the former Columbus and McAllister hotels, which were redeveloped in 1990 to the Columbus Bazaar Retail Center. Worldwide, he assisted in the oversight, acquisition, and management of hotels in Europe, the Middle East and the Caribbean, and residential properties in Oregon and Nevada. Mr. Weedman was also the local managing director of the investment group's Florida insurance company and finance companies. Prior to the Delawi Group, Mr. Weedman was Director of Acquisitions for Worsham Brothers Development Group, where he was involved with the restoration and redevelopment of the world-renowned Biltmore Hotel in Coral Gables, the development and operation of the Miami Hyatt Regency Hotel, the management of the River Park Hotel, and the economic restructuring of the St. Paul Hotel in St. Paul, Minnesota. As Director of Acquisitions for Skyline Equities, Mr. Monroe possesses the knowledge, experience, and drive to handle the entire development process, including gaining control of the site, securing essential governmental approvals and incentives, forming and capitalizing the project entity, closing the land acquisition, securing construction financing, designing and constructing the project, negotiating the project lease, executing an interim exit strategy, operating the project, and selling the project. During the period of 2012 through 2013, Mr. Monroe identified and underwrote over 100 development opportunities for the newly created BQL line of rental multifamily and mixed-use developments by Skyline Equities. In addition to his acquisitions responsibilities, during 2012, Mr. Monroe led the efforts for the financing and eventual sale of the company's current development at the time, Sky Palace at Mary Brickell Village, to a group comprised of Lind, LNR, and BlackRock. With more than 15 years of experience in the marketing, sales, and leasing of luxury residential and commercial properties, Mr. Monroe possesses the skills necessary to successfully market and sell real estate in order to achieve maximum profitability. Mr. Monroe attended DePaul University, pursuing a double major in finance and marketing. Dr. Vianos spearheads the Skyline executive team's business development and communications programs. He is in charge of internal and external communications, community relations, corporate social responsibility initiatives, and global capital raising efforts for the company. Dr. Vianos is experienced in all stages of the real estate development process. He is a licensed Florida real estate broker and has been active in the real estate industry in the U.S. and the EU for over 20 years in all aspects of the business, including brokerage, development, and investment. Dr. Vianos holds, among others, an MBA in Strategic Management, a PhD in Business Ethics, and a PhD in Adult Education. He has native language ability in English and Greek and basic conversational ability in Spanish. Dr. Vianos has been a member of numerous professional, academic, and philanthropic organizations in Boston, New York, and Miami. With more than 20 years of international business development and operations management experience, Mr. Farazoulis is a senior member of the Skyline Equities business development team. During his career, he has concentrated mainly in the Middle East, UAE, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Sultanate of Oman and Syria, in Latin America, Argentina, and in Europe, Spain, Austria, Italy, Switzerland, Slovenia, Bulgaria, and Serbia. Prior to that, Mr. Farazoulis was the Director of Loss Prevention Activity for the Hellenic Agricultural Insurance Organization in Greece, designing, organizing, and supervising all active protection projects with an average annual budget of more than $15 million. Mr. Bibber is part of the business development team of the company, oversees the company's Chicago-based assets, and conducts market research analysis. He prepares pro forma statements and creates a detailed market analysis on the local real estate market. Mr. Bibber has been with Skyline since 2002 when he worked as a leasing director for Skyline Century of Progress, a 300-unit luxury rental high-rise residential building in downtown Chicago. Mr. Bibber is the company's expert in green building development and efficiency expert, as well as assists the acquisition department in conducting its pro forma runs and analysis. Mr. Bibber attended School of Architecture in the Czech Republic, majoring in civil engineering, and later attended Harold Washington and Truman Colleges in Chicago. He currently holds a Florida real estate broker license and an Illinois real estate salesperson license. Mr. Leach is a certified public accountant with over 15 years of experience in the finance, accounting, and tax fields. He has spent most of his career in the real estate industry in varied and progressive roles in the development, construction, management, and liquidation of multi-million-dollar property portfolios, including the creation and communication of financial reports, budgets, cost allocations, audit schedules, and tax projections in a corporate environment. Mr. Leach is particularly skilled with accounting software, report writing, and financial statement design. Prior to joining Skyline Equities, Mr. Leach was the tax manager and the accounting and tax consultant at Victor Posner. Mr. Leach also has held positions with GenCom Group as accounting and tax consultant and Royal Atlantic Developers as controller. In addition to being a Florida licensed certified public accountant, Mr. Leach holds a Bachelor of Science in Finance from Florida State University and a Master of Science in Taxation from Florida International University. This was just a snapshot of the current Skyline Equities corporate profile. You can learn more about our company by visiting www.skylineequities.com.